Right guys, got a little update on the GoPro, that CEX broke. Now, the guy in the store says that I broke it, right, by taking it out of the box, putting it in the box. That's what he reckons. He said it fell off then. Now, as you know, that part comes off. Well, here we go. So, pull it out of the box. It's still on there, coming off. I'll put it back in. Now I'm going to take it out again. It's still on there. So, how the hell has it got broken inside the box? Now this is a hard case it comes with. Very tough. No way it's going to get broken in that. If it falls on the floor, it's not going to get broke. Not going to come off. Now I spoke to GoPro. They said that I'm correct. The tabs, they are hooked, so they literally lock in to those slots, and they're glued as well. So for that to come off, they've put their nail in and pulled it off, or pried it open with a tool. Now he said that he had to use a tool, and he pulled that section off, right? So he's admittedly pulled that off, yeah. And I've got the recording where he states that he's pulled it off, and he put it back on, and he undone the other side. It fell off, and then he watched YouTube videos to see what that part's for, and then he claims that I broke it when he admitted that he pulled it off and broke it. If I broke that, right, where's the two little plastic tabs? Yeah, no sign of them. They've been snapped off. They're not inside the GoPro. They would have come out on their work surface. When I tested that GoPro before taking it in the CEX, I knew that was in the A category. That don't be used twice. So, you know, it's as good as no. And I'll get down there and I'll record the guy after he says that it's broken, and he was going to offer me the price in the C category. And I said, do what? No, I want my GoPro back. So then I said, oh well, come in on Saturday and get it. So then he tests it, right? He tests it regardless. He breaks it. Reason why he breaks it, it's simple. Classic scam. They take high priced items, scratch the hell out of them, damage them, and say we can't take it because it's damaged. Knowing fully well that you're going to go to customer services because you're going to be out of pocket. Now that's 600 quid brand new. So they know I'd be out of pocket for 600, so I'm going to go to customer services and saying that they can't do anything, you got to go to them. Knowing fully well that all that the customer services are going to say is, and this is what they did say, we will repair it at cost if you take it into the store, and then we will send it to you. Or we'll buy it for the C category price that you was given. And I said, but when they told me it's in the C category, I said, no, I want my goods back. Because I knew that's in the A category. Because it had already went into one store, and they had it in the A category. There was nothing wrong with that whatsoever, so I can prove that it wasn't broken. It's just I didn't want to wait around in a store which is out of the area where I live. So anyway, I go down there and confront him, and he admitted that he pulled it off because he needed to find a serial number, and claiming that he's an expert in GoPros, but he wasn't sure what that part was for when it come off. And when he undone the other side, it fell off. When he put it back on, you know, it kept falling off, which is rubbish, because when I undone it in the video before this one, that didn't fall off at all, and I hit it hard and it still didn't fall off. So that's a load of rubbish. He broke it with his nail or a tool that he stuck in there to try and pull that bit off. That's not where the serial number is. Anyone that used GoPros before knows that to find the serial number, go onto the GoPro settings, go on About, and it's right there, serial number and model number. But he didn't do that. He damaged the outer casing. That latch is to do with the water drainage, and it also protects the mic. And if you damage that and pull it off, it affects the audio. Doesn't matter if you use the Creator Edition casing that slides on, because it's got a mic which obviously uses the Type-C connector, because the audio is still going to be rubbish because of that part being damaged. So what they're saying is, I've got to take it into the store and sell it to them for the C category price that they offered, or have it repaired. And I said, no, you broke it and that's all there is to it. I'm taking matters further. There's no evidence that we broke it. I said, yes there is, it's called CCTV. And I'm entitled to the CCTV under GDPR, where I'm in store having a conversation with the guy, as well as my wife going in with the device. And one of the guys was messing with it, and she said, no, leave it, let the guy who's testing it, you know, deal with all that. And the guy testing it as well, because it's my property. Until the sale's finalised, it's my property. So they're not giving me the CCTV. They're now saying that they're ceasing all communications with me because they've given me an outcome. I'm not accepting the outcome, and that's the only outcome that they can give. And I said, no, you can replace the item because you've admitted to doing it. The guy's already told me in the recorded conversation he broke it, and I told him I was recording, and that's his tough luck if he didn't hear that, because I did say clearly and loud enough that I'm recording and we're using a court of law. And one of these members of staff said that I am recording, and I said, yeah, well, it's nothing to do with you, it's between me and him. I said, now at the end of the day, I said, you broke it, mate. You've admitted to pulling the section off. You had to watch a YouTube video because you didn't know what it was for. You said you're an expert in GoPros, but yet don't know how to find a serial number when it's as simple as going in the settings, clicking on a belt, and it's right there. That's how you find it. But no, the guy's an absolute melt, ain't got a clue. And I take it as an insult. It's not a goodwill gesture offering to repair it. It's an insult. They broke it, and they know that you're not going to go through the repair process because it takes months to get your stuff back, right? So they think they're going to get a high-priced item that they can repair at a low cost, because all they've got to do is screw it back on, and then sell it at cost. No, for a nice chunk of change, they'll get about 480, 500 quid for it. That's taking the piss. Seriously. That's what they do. I've got a mate who took an iPhone 14 in there, an iPhone 14 Pro Max, right? He had used it. Now, what he does, he's got YouTube video, yeah? Now, he's only recently done this, but he took his iPhone 14 Pro Max in, and he had it for 3 weeks. They put that in the C category because they scratched the crap out of it. So then he records them the next time he goes in with a secret camera with a brand new sealed one in a box. They break the seal, which he's got that in his video. They open it up. They don't just pull off the protective piece of plastic on it, you know, the white piece of plastic. They pulled that off. He got his finger right in the corner of the screen, and he pulled the screen protector off. Then he's wiping it all over with a microfiber cloth around the sides, and then run his finger down the screen. He says, I can't take that in for any less than, he said, I'll give you about 180 quid because it's scratched. And it's got a deep scratch on the screen. And he said, mate, I just recorded you. And exactly what you did. Played in the footage, and he said, you have just taken a brand new sealed item, and then you're trying to say that you're going to put it in the C category when it should be in the A category for the highest price because it's brand new, sealed in the box. So yeah, they are scammers. And then he basically said that they can repair it, but if he don't want to wait all the time, you know, to get it repaired and sent back to him, then they will give him money for, you know, C category. And he said, "You having a laugh? Do you know how much this phone cost me brand new? And I'm exposing you on my YouTube channel for the scammers you lot are." Well, I'm doing exactly the same. I'm going in there and I'm going to expose them. I'm going to confront them and I'm going to expose them. Because they've taken my goods, they've damaged my goods. They have admitted to breaking it because the guy said that he pulled that part off and it's not supposed to come off because it's for the drainage, the water drainage. And if that comes off, the audio's knackered. No matter whether you use the creation kit or not, it's still no good. So that device is absolutely useless to me. So they put me 600 quid out of pocket. They've broken the property, they're going to replace it. They are not going to tell me that I broke it, but they will repair it and then send it back to me as a goodwill gesture. That's an insult, because you don't fix what you haven't broke. Simple as that. You don't put yourself out of pocket to have something repaired and then sent out to the customer. You just don't do it. If I broke something, fair enough, I would. But if I didn't, I'm not repairing something I broke. That won't stand up in the court. That lame excuse. I've already spoken to solicitor. He's basically said they've as good as admitted it by making such comment, because you are not going to fix what you haven't broken. Simple as that. And the fact that I had that recording, they bang the rights. They're now saying that they're not going to correspond with me anymore on the subject. And I said, well, what about the GDPR breach? You're going to send me the CCTV or not? Because the evidence is there. But they're not going to send that, are they? So, this is what I've been instructed to do. Contact police and report my property as damage for criminal damage, and also to report it as being damaged with the intent to scam me out of money for getting it for a C category price at the lowest possible amount given under the C category price, when that is an A category item. So solicitors advised me to bring that up with the local police force and also the GDPR breach. I've also told them that I'm also going back into the store to confront the guy who broke it, and I'm going to record the conversation. I'm going to make it clear they're subject to GDPR, I'm not, and I want that CCTV footage. They've got 30 days to comply from when I first agreed to it, so they've only got just over a week to comply now. If I don't get that CCTV, everyone that I've dealt with that is involved, I'm going to subpoena them to court. Simple as that. The solicitor said, yeah, fine, no problem. He said, just make sure you tell them you record him and you're going there and make it clear to them. They broke it, they're going to replace it. Simple as that. Because you're going to file criminal proceedings. And at the end of the day, I can prove the guy broke it because, again, he admitted it in a recorded conversation. So, anyway, that's the update for now. So, keep your eyes peeled for the next part when I confront them. Anyway, cheers, guys. Catch you soon.